Are you going to finish eating your yogurt before we go live?
Oh, have you noticed it's ice cream?
Well, are you going to finish your ice cream?
Pink flavour. You know what I mean?
Not as good as Valhalla.
Are you on drugs, woman?
Have you tried it yet?
Wait, can I just say one thing? That intro was fucking tits.
Oh, Finn. Hi, Groovers.
We got new guidelines, everyone. New guidelines. Get with it.
Finn is still going to ignore.
Unless you're
let's
this
watch,
guy.
Let's watch this channel. Go into the same cul-de-sac Tasmania calling is stuck in. Savannah was very early and perky. Humanimal. Humanimal, no pressure from Humanimal. She thinks
V a
no,
cracker.
It's going to be
What's
a
V a
cracker. It's a beer cracker.
No, it clearly says V. No, it says V.
That's just the way Humanimal. I'm fluent in typo. I'm good at it myself. I'm not going to be murdering. Might be murdering dolphin and no Mai Tais. I'm having water. I'm working tomorrow, but I'm going to be lovely today because it is my birthday week, as Americans say all the time. They also say it's my birthday month.
Do they?
It's ludicrous.
That makes them our people. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for asking, Finn. I had a great birthday in Singapore. It was
That's
awesome.
what I was saying. I did ask you beforehand, and you completely ignored me. So.
No, I didn't.
Singapore time.
No, we were actually on time. We were just chatting because Finn was so excited about my birthday. Miss K, hello, Groover. And cement shoes.
I was. Yes. I couldn't believe how young you were, Tori. I thought you were way older.
All lies, all lies. Yes, the B is back. The show formerly known as B, still known as B for the moment.
Number one YouTube show of all time.
Aloha, Humanimal. And more beautiful people are rolling in. But Humanimal, as always, is going to be listening in while she walks the dog. BR the Star, good to see you. Humanimal.
Oh, what are you doing, Humanimal? You're crazy.
Well, no, she's just walking the dog.
Walking the dog and watching that shit? That's out of control. How are you doing
Listening probably. But it's good to see all of you groovers rolling on in. We've had a bit of a break. We had a bit of a break over the Christmas and then into the new year. I went overseas. I'm back. Yeah, what's that NC thing? I wondered, are you saying hi to Natasha Cooper? Is that what's going on there, BR the Star? Somebody time her out. Time her out for that. Do we even have mods?
What's NC? What's NC?
Natasha Cooper, a very controversial YouTuber.
Oh, yeah, so controversial. Even I've heard of her.
Yeah, exactly. She's a blip. And everyone's been missing us big time, especially Savannah. So here we are.
You can't swear, Tori. Yeah, I begin withdrawals. Look at all the scratches on my arms from the bugs getting through.
I can easily do the no swearing. I did breakfast radio for 7 years. I'm trained.
You can't. You don't even know how. You were dropping F-bombs like a motherfucker just before.
Yeah, not once have I sworn yet in this show. Interesting. Someone else has already several times.
It's almost like you're not Australian, Tori, because I believe swearing is part of our culture. And to take that away from us would be racism and would be racially insulting and insensitive to our race and creed of people.
I know. I mean, every swear word
can ban us.
Every swear word ever invented is a term of endearment in Australian everyday language.
Is it not? Yes. I can't even say our most friendly word here.
Screwed.
Because what's going to happen? You know? We call our best friends our mothers, our fathers. We call them C's.
We see our dads and we're like, g'day, C. And dad's like, g'day, little C.
YouTube.
Not letting
some
us do
American company comes in and says, nah, Nah, you can't be talking how you've been talking for thousands of years.
Mm-hmm. No, it's absolutely batshit. There's no denying. No denying. Racism, blatant. It's very anti-Australian, and we're going to rise up and protest, I think.
It is. It's very anti-Australian. YouTube is now anti-Australian. I think we should get this going towards.
Yeah, we should. I still think we need AusTube, you know? Like, we should just create our own.
That sounds pretty
And everyone will be monetized immediately. Do what you want.
If you pay $8 a month, so.
Yeah, have fun. Have fun. I mean, that really could have been our first story because it is pretty crazy, the whole new YouTube world. But watch this space, this channel, because Finn and I...
Tori, what does this mean for rap? Is rap dead on YouTube?
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing as far as I'm concerned. There'll be PC rappers. You watch. They'll be like, yo, I hurt my toe in the snow. I got to go. That's going to be the new world of rapping.
Is it? Is it now? What are the Americans going to call each other in their rap music videos now? Because obviously those words
just your homie. Your homie.
Is that what they're going to say?
I don't know, Finn. We'll have to see. But guys, do watch this space if you love our show, because we may be going off to other platforms away from the YouTube world so we can do our weekly show unfettered, uncensored, and happy little Australian pigs in poop.
Yes.
Yes.
What he said.
Now, you reckon you've got some doozies for this show. Are you going to be kicking off?
Oh, I got some whoppers, Tors.
Bring it on, Finn.
To the knees. You know what I'm saying? To the knees.
Yeah. Massive ding-dongs.
All right. To the knees, Tors.
I'm hearing you.
Bonkers.
Absolutely
We're talking
bonkers.
Whoppers of stories. Whoppers of stories. And
huge erections.
What better way to start it than with this one? Let me just get my screen up.
Bring it on.
So we can all watch. Well, you remember that tattooed lady who had the augmentations? She's got copycats now, Tors.
I remember the dude. Bad copycats. Yeah. No, I don't do the birthday week the other day. I was just making fun before of how Americans have birthday weeks. I was happy to just have my birthday, to be honest. But if you want me to have a week, I will. I want to. It's over. In fact, this is a week, so it's done after this show.
I feel like 7 days
is so excited.
Very annoying.
I know.
Sav, you should be excited. Wait till you see what we've got. All right.
What's going on here? Of course, it's a story from Florida. Kicking off 2023 with a story from Florida. Perfect.
Anyway, so this story comes from Florida. And you may remember this augmented lady. She's getting around now.
Oh, that lady. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now she has some followers at the airport.
They look like horses.
Yeah. And they got their masks on too. You got to stay safe.
No.
Stay safe.
Well, you can still. Oh, I love him, Uncle Roger. Is it? Is that guy Uncle Roger? The one that's. Can you put the volume on? The guy who does the reactions. I think it's Uncle Roger. He's hilarious.
It's
Uncle somebody.
Doesn't let me share the audio. But wait, does that left one look substantially larger than that right one?
To be honest, I hadn't looked that closely. She sort of poked me in the eyeballs and I'm blind.
I'll rewind it for you. It's right here.
They look like Molly Golightly, another YouTuber you don't know.
How do I enhance? Is there an enhance button?
It was more just to hear the volume. I like hearing that dude's commentary. He's hilarious.
Hold up.
He watches people cooking Asian dishes and he's like, no, you need a wok. And then like Gordon Ramsay has a, what have you done? He gone.
No, that's what he says. He says, what the hell?
He does. He's hilarious. But is it Uncle Roger?
All right, you're going to have to tell me when it's on screen.
It's on screen, right? Man. Yep.
There you go. Unreal. And now look at these people at the airport.
They look like horses.
What is going on? Look at their hair. It's past their shoes.
But it makes it, because of their butts, it makes it look, they look like they've got tails.
It does, doesn't it? They look so dumb. Look at this lady here in the background. Just looking at him like, what is wrong?
Yeah, no. I mean, they like big butts and they cannot lie.
But what's wrong with them? Okay, now if we go back and enhance. Yeah, look at that left one. That left one is much larger than the right one. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you know, she's actually, although she's been augmented,
I think she should get another one and upscale. You know what I'm saying? Keep them even.
Well, but she's actually, although she's augmented, she's actually done the natural thing, because most women do have one slightly bigger booby than the other.
No. That's a myth started by people who have different size ones. Wow.
The music.
Unreal. Yeah, that was a clear shot. See it there?
I'm really not zooming in on her boobs anymore, Finn. I'm reading chat. And the chat is hilarious.
Are they listening?
There's some good comments. BR the staff, for the love of God, she could feed a small country. Humanimal, this poor lass looks like she's in pain. People like them make being legally blind not so bad, says Cement Shoes.
Nice. Yeah,
Savannah, very concerned and thinks that they've all got sore backs. It's very kind of you.
They can just get one added on, you know, easy.
Then went on to say, giddy up, biatch, right after it. And Cement Shoes.
Stop swearing on our channel. You're going to get a shadow ban, all right?
Looks like a sofa wearing a tube top. BR the Star, she just put in some basketballs. I mean, everyone is horrified. And Humanimal, there are butt implants. Well, we know there's butt implants. I mean, you couldn't miss them. There were 6 massive butt implants. It is body dysmorphia city for sure. She needs a set of twins to reduce them. Quadruplets, probably, Miss K. Yeah, wow, that's scary stuff. Is they going to have to start building much deeper coffins to accommodate these large boobs and buttocks too, aren't they?
Or would you sell it to pay for the funeral? You know what I'm saying? Just take out all the silicon inside, sell the silicon off to some poor mining country, and then there you go.
Well, we're kicking off 2023 with a big Butt-palooza.
You can zoom in now if you want, Tors.
Oh, yeah, Finn gets a bit paranoid. Sorry, mate. You wouldn't want to bump into her.
Paranoid.
You'd bounce off.
Random room. You'd bounce to the moon.
Maybe they love looking at this stuff in the background. I get comments about what's in my background all the time.
Yes. You have a house. I have what's called a donga. It is not the same.
Don't talk about your donga on this show. You're going to get us banned. Speaking of dongas,
I feel like $150 for a bra is cheap.
Yeah, me too. For tatas of that size.
Hey, what are you doing?
Anyway, story number 2.
At least 1,000.
We've given her enough attention, and that's really what all they want, those people anyway. But speaking of dongas, this is my segue.
You would, wouldn't you?
Segueing.
You're fucking out of control, Tors.
Watch the swearing. Here we go.
I was. I'll say it again, and I'll watch
this.
I'll watch
Fabulous. Can I tell? Finn, I thought over the Christmas break you would have been like, need to stop interrupting Tori every 5 seconds.
No way. I don't know why you keep talking when I'm trying to get my thought out, you know?
Yeah, you've had a lot of thoughts. We've moved on from them. We're now on to story number 2.
But they just keep coming to me.
I'm working tomorrow, and I'd like this live to be an hour long, if possible. A monument dedicated to Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King has prompted mockery and criticism in the United States of America. A lot of backlash regarding this monument, which is meant to honor them both. It was unveiled in Boston. It's 20 foot tall and 40 foot wide. It's called the Embrace. And it's basically in Boston where Martin Luther King gave the speech on the 23rd of April, 1965 to a crowd of 22,000 people. You know, I have a dream. Now, it was inspired by a photograph of the couple when they hugged after he won the Nobel Peace Prize. But here is the statue in question that is causing people to be a bit horrified. Now, I don't know, Finn.
I wouldn't say horrified. I think they just think that it looks like shit, which it does.
Well, actually, they don't, because there are certain angles it looks like something else, hence the segue from the big donga comment. But from this angle, it looks like a hug to me, right? Do you think it looks like?
No.
I mean, obviously there's heads and body parts missing, but it looks like people embracing to me. However, when you look at it from different angles, it certainly has a very new meaning. This angle is the one that's causing people to get upset because it looks like two hands holding a gigantic doodle.
A bent one too, quite bent.
Very bent, but that's not always a bad thing. It depends on which angle and way it's bending. But people are going,
I don't know if I agree with you on that one.
Is this appropriate? It does look like a hand holding a colon. Yeah, see, that's humanimal not going down the dirty road. I'm like, Savannah.
Yeah, fucking hell, Sav. Gonna get us banned. Bloody hell.
Look, it's a stereotype.
Don't post it on the fucking video. Jesus Christ.
They do not mind.
This is why we get banned.
Said 80. Yeah, really? You don't think the 83 swear words in that sentence have anything to do with it? So yes, if you look at it all from all the different angles, sometimes it does look like two people hugging. It's not the missing heads that's the atrocity that other people clamp onto. It's the stump that looks like a penis. Martin Luther King III said on Monday that he was grateful to be able to see a statue representing his parents' love story and their partnership. And even though people might have negative opinions about it, he likes it. He thinks it's a huge, sure as huge, representation of bringing people together, and thinks the artist, whose name is Hank Willis Thomas, did a great job.
Sounds like a moron.
So I'm going to leave it all with you. Is this outrage warranted? Is that a statue of a giant donger being held up by two hands? A chocolate
I don't think that, donut. But I just think it looks shit. Like, it's Martin Luther King, right? Like, why can't I see him? Why can't I see his face? Why does it have to be random hands?
Well, it's not random because it's taken a photo of him hugging his wife after he won the Nobel Peace Prize. It's a direct replica of that
How
moment.
About him winning the Nobel Peace Prize and having it around his neck? How about that? Would that be too hard?
Well, no, because the artist
see it and be like, oh, that's him getting the Nobel Peace Prize.
Artists like to be a bit, this is art, you know, it's not for everyone. But
so you don't hire a shit artist to do it. You hire a good artist who can adequately reflect how good it is.
But then if you go back up to the top, I think that's beautiful. I really like that statue from that angle.
To me, looks like dog shit. I would be so pissed off if I was the taxpayers and paid for that.
Well, his own grandson thinks it's lovely. So, you know, at the end of the day,
I feel like he has to say that.
If the family love it, then I'm going to love it.
I don't know if they do, though. I don't know if they do. Can they really say, oh, no, actually, can you take it down and, like, never do that again, please? I don't think they can say that. I think they have to say, yes, it looks nice.
I reckon they would have seen it before. They would have seen it before it got unveiled. Yeah, they would have because my brother, he had a portrait done of him last year.
It's insane.
It is. Let me finish the story. Will was the premier of the state where you live, and they do a portrait of each premier, but he got to approve it before it was unveiled. So I'm pretty sure the family
slightly different.
Might have seen it.
Slightly different.
No, why? How?
Because there's no one of power in his family anymore. And because it's not an active person or a person who's still alive. It's past event. So they wouldn't have got any permission for it. They would have just done it.
Right, okay. Well, once again, you're overanalyzing a story that I was going to react at how I think it's ridiculous that people are finding a giant ding-dong in there when it's clearly, like him animals said, a chocolate donut.
Oh my God. All right, what do we got
next?
I even
zoomed in for you, mate.
Mm-hmm. Good on you.
Did they see a 3D rendering of the glorious poop? Well, this is a good point. Did they show the statue from every angle? Who knows?
Yeah. I feel like the answer might be no.
You've got to be offended by inanimate objects in 2023. That's what that story tells me. That's why it made the show.
I feel like he's a pretty important historical figure, and to not even have his face in it, I feel like that's insulting. Like, that feels rude, doesn't it? To me, it does.
We're moving on to story number 3.
I don't know if it's wrong to get mad at that. Like, I feel like it should have him it should be a statue of him,
It's a statue of his hands and his doodle.
Bravo. There you go. His hands.
Right, story number 3. We're half an hour in and only on the 3rd story. Come on.
That's good. We'll smash him out to us.
Snappity boo. Snap, snap, snap.
So it turns out, Tori.
Cold snap.
The cold snaps that we're getting are causing strokes and heart attacks. More strokes and heart attacks from random things happening, Tori. Never in the history of humankind has this happened, but now all of a sudden we're getting more strokes and more heart attacks. And it turns out it's from the cold weather this time. This week, it's the cold weather causing these strokes and heart attacks. There you go.
Okay.
How good's that?
Why? Can you explain why, Finn?
Ice is likely to be a hazard for much of the week, the Met Office says, while people with a pre-existing condition and the elderly are urged to be extra careful. So this clearly has nothing to do with certain needles that people were getting, injections of some sort. This is completely separate to that. So this week's cold snap could have a serious impact on health, potentially leading to strokes and heart attacks, medics have warned. The UK Health Security Agency is urging anyone with a pre-existing condition and the elderly to heat their homes to at least 18 degrees Celsius, if possible. Treacherous conditions are possible until Friday with temperatures blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the point is, it's never been a worry in the past, but now all of a sudden it's causing strokes and heart attacks.
Yeah, there was one, I'm trying to remember. There was a story that you had at the end of last year that was blaming something else completely random.
The rice.
Connected.
The rice. Yeah,
the rice. Yes, the rice.
Rice.
A likely story, not? Wow, yes, okay, yes. The cold snap.
But they keep coming. They keep coming, Tori.
I mean, if it said that it was causing higher rates of colds, flus, and frostbite, I'd buy it.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes, you can logically follow a pathway there.
Yes.
But strokes and heart attacks from the cold? That's so strange because human beings have existed for quite some millions of years. And that doesn't ever seem to have been a thing ever in the fucking past.
Ask the igloo dwellers how they fared.
Now, all of a sudden, coincidentally, people are getting them. Interesting.
You've got to explain people dropping dead all over the place somehow.
I shouldn't laugh.
Might as well throw in a random thing like that. It is serious, but no, it's ridiculous too. Rug up, people. You don't want to be getting those strokes.
Yeah. Stay warm. Don't have a heart attack. That's the moral of this story. Okay, everyone?
That's the motto for everyone in winter at the moment. Good advice, Finn. A health warning at the end of your story. That's why we're here. Stuff.
That's why we're here for health
stuff.
We're here to provide health to our people.
Correct, Miss Kay. No rice, no cold. Stay healthy. Noted. She's paying attention, and I'm impressed with that. All right, what am I going to be sharing with you all next? Okay, speaking of death.
Go on.
I keep finding segues. I was about to post the StreamYard link. That was not what I was planning on doing. This is absolutely crazy. I'm just curious to hear what everyone else would do if they got to this age. But this week, sadly, the world's oldest person carked it. So she's no longer the world's oldest person. She's a French nun, Lucille Randon, and she died aged 118. Have a little listen to this.
Should have gone for 120.
I know. Do you keep getting telegrams? Well, you can't get telegrams from the Queen now either. Do you get a telegram from King Charles? I don't know. For every year that you go over 100, or is it just the big century that you get and that's it? Anyway, let's watch this. Watch this little 28-second story from ABC News.
The world's oldest known person, French nun Lucille Brandon, has died aged 118. Known as Sister Andre, she was born in southern France in 1904. As a teenager, she lived through the Spanish flu pandemic and then World Wars I and II. She shrugged off COVID in 2021 with few symptoms. The nursing home where she lived passed away peacefully in her sleep just weeks before her 119th birthday.
Oh, man. She was only weeks away from 119.
Yeah, that's weak. You should have kept going, lady. Why'd you stop?
You feel 118 some days be able to say. I mean, that's double my age.
Oh, at a minimum.
And plus a bit more, another 4 years. But I can't imagine living this long as I have again. I mean, the poor thing, you know, she's probably had all of her friends carked it, 30, 40 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I don't, I mean, bless her. She tried to look happy sitting there propped up at the table, and I don't think she was, but she looked like she just wanted to, check out. I would too. But yeah, bless her heart. But 118, she's past her days of scrubbing floors with toothbrushes. I mean, shoes.
Is that a thing that nuns do?
Oh, bless her. Hello, Aussie Trisha. How are you?
Oh,
118, though. 118. That's just, it's almost, well, for many people, that's 3 lifetimes, when you think about it. But yeah, what do you do? Like, what do you do for entertainment when you're over 100 for those long 18 years?
Bingo. You gotta play bingo. Yeah. That's a number one.
Did she look asleep all the time in that video? Did she lose her eyes at some point? I couldn't tell.
I think her eyes are definitely changed the color, whatever that's called.
So it would need to be like maybe Braille bingo?
No. She could probably still see it. It'll just be real blurry,
Yeah. I bet she drank a shot of Fireball every day. You'd like to know her secret. Yeah, they didn't tell us. They normally do. They say, Betty's secret to long life is a beer a day. I did say some woman who hit 100.
The doctors don't want you to hear this amazing secret.
But yeah, what a great innings. Look what happens when you have no sex. You live. Oh, is that what you reckon it is? What's with the ASMR tonight, Finn?
What's wrong? I'm just eating some sour cream and onion chips. Also, we got a sponsor for this week's episode, Smith's Chips. If you don't chew Smith's chips, then go fuck yourself. So,
exactly. That is their famous slogan that gets used all around Australia.
That's what they paid us to say, sorry, so we got to say it.
You can't censor our sponsors, YouTube. It's their official slogan. Can you say it again, Finn? If you don't crunch on them, fuck is all. Was that what it was?
If you don't chew Smith's, go fuck yourself. Smith's. Thinly cut.
For swearing assholes.
Oi! Stop using that kind of language, all right? That's not a sponsor.
I know. Filthy. You're saying seconds. No.
You're going to cost us Smith. Smith is going to pull the funding now because you're just small.
Aussie Trisha, I've been here but have to turn the phone sideways and shut chat. That's okay, Aussie. You do what you got to do. Savannah, you're screwed. Too much sex. You're not going to make it 118.
Why don't you just get a second phone? Then that way you can watch us on one, chat to us on another. Ideas,
He's an ideas man.
Have that one for free, all right?
All right, Finn and I think alike.
Me too, Sav. I am also screwed. I should be able to get to
sour cream too. Sour cream's my favourite flavour as well, and Miss K loves Smith. So that's good to know.
See?
One more word from our sponsors.
Word from our sponsors. Everyone loves Smiths.
Yep.
Thinly cut. Sour cream onion. Chad agrees. We both agree. So go out, buy them.
Go out, buy them and shove them in your face. Go fuck yourself. Exactly. Nicely put, Finn. All right.
Now, sponsors, what have you got? We got about.
What have you got for us next? Is there a segue?
Should we go video or should we go article? What are we thinking?
Well, I've got I've got an article and a video coming up, so
me too. Me too. What should I go? You're horrible at this.
I've got
Are you one of those people
video
when your boyfriend or whatever is like, "Hey, which restaurant do you want to go to?" You're just like, "Oh my god, I can't decide. Can you do it?" Is that you? Because it feels like you might.
No, Finn. It's actually your turn to do a story. Why can't you choose what you're doing? Why are you asking me?
Because I've got one.
I've got mine.
I'm going.
I got mine lined up. You do what you want. And no, I always pick a restaurant, and it's usually restaurants suck. Let's eat my cooking. I do.
Nah.
Well, I know me better than you.
That's the worst.
I know me better than you.
No.
Yeah, I do. Can you stop eating your chips? You're making me hungry, and show your story.
We've got to make. Don't put it up yet. Far out.
What? It's not my fault your story hasn't loaded yet.
We've got to make the people hungry. So if we eat the Smiths sour cream and onion thinly cut that we get sponsored for,
I don't know if you should eat while you do this. I don't think you should be eating while you cover this story. This story does not look like one.
What comes first, Tori? Sponsors or content? All right, sponsors number one.
Egg. The egg comes first.
All right, so here we go. We've got a bloody we've got the old Greta Thunberg here. The old
spotted bother for good old Greta this week. Yep.
Yeah. So she's posing for a photo shoot to be arrested by the police. And then on the right-hand side is a child slave who is mining cobalt for her dream world that she wants to live in. So we can see the two comparisons side by side of this activist who's clearly an actor and a child slave. And we can see what kind of world she's actually preaching for. So here we go.
Yeah. And look who's smiling and who isn't.
So here you can see smiling with the cops. The cops are getting the signal on when to actually get ready for the photo shoot. And then you've got old mate here on the right who's getting threatened and to be beaten if he doesn't move quicker.
There's an urgency. The rains make this dangerous work even more risky. Dawson's told in no uncertain terms he risks a beating if he messes up again.
Oh, there you go. And then Greta's getting ready. The police is looking off to the handler to say when it's good to go.
With Richard beside him, have worked all day. They're 8 and 11 years old.
Oh my God! Look at him.
There we go.
Punishing work doesn't
and look how.
enough for food.
And that's the nod. I think they got. They're getting ready to go. Off we go.
This is what helpless looks like.
There you go. So, moral of the story: move faster if you're a child slave. You know, stop slowing down and having breaks. Greta wants you to build her batteries, mate. So get to it. All right. She's busy doing photo shoots. All right. She's working hard doing fake photo shoots. And then these kids are taking, I need a break. I've been working for 10 hours straight.
Look at that smile. That smile on her face is so disturbing.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
I can't believe how staged this whole event is, though. Look at it.
I'm like she's laughing. She's laughing her head off.
It would have been all planned beforehand. It's like, okay,
totally.
Here we go.
Yep.
Getting serious. And then all the photos you see in all the mainstream don't have any of this. They've got her like being carried away or some bullshit. It's like, what the fuck? No.
Yeah, not cool. No. And like
fake
Savannah says,
look at them all. Look at them all in the background. Fake as fuck.
It's terrible. I mean, it's actually the footage on the right. I can't stop watching. It's heartbreaking.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's child slavery. You can't really It's not a nice thing to witness, Tori. Especially
it's horrible
when this person on the left is preaching for that to continue. So
correct. But like Savannah says, I think it's time she discovered boys. Yeah, it made everyone mad. Cement shoes. They should have put her to work. I agree. And no, she didn't even get arrested. It was all a big beat up. So yeah, Greta, get a boyfriend.
I don't even think they took her in. I think they released her before.
Yeah.
They put her in the car or anything.
The whole thing was staged. But her hideous smile at the start of it was really disturbing. Really disturbing.
Now, that is probably going to get a shadow ban, so we can't say that. But if you were to say that, it would probably be accurate, you know?
It is a bit depressing, BR, but Finn's known for that. He likes
to throw it up, you know?
Likes to mix it up.
Keep me going.
Put some depressing real life stuff in too.
Left or right? What's going to happen?
as a result of that, I'm going to get revenge on Finn and do a story, the sorts of stories that always upsets him terribly.
Did you have something to say about Smith's thinly cut chips before we continue?
Oh, the munching, man, dude. Oh, actually, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I am
the original.
I'm not even.
And the best.
It is.
That's how you know they're good. All right.
It sure is.
Now, if they were average, do you think they'd be saying that?
Finn, stop, seriously. Cement shoes. The kids are being forced to work to get the cobalt to run all the electric cars. That's the relevance of that.
Every battery in the world needs cobalt, and the majority of cobalt, like 95% of it, is mined by like slaves, like actual slaves and kid slaves.
Kid slaves. It's hideous. So we're going to move on to this isn't the sort of story that upsets you. I'm saving that till the end. But do you remember last year we had the story of the guy that spent like $6,000 on a really bad looking pair of jeans?
Oh, the Korean fella. Yeah.
So we've got another dude who's spent a lot of money on something. It's a Japanese guy. And he's a werewolf, pun intended. He spent £18,000.
Sorry, that was really funny.
18,000. Yeah, no, it's gold, isn't it? £18,000 or like 36,000 Aussie bucks on ultra realistic on an ultra realistic animal costume to fulfill his dream of living like a wild predator. He wants to look like a real wolf. Walking on hind legs. I got news for you, Japanese guy. Real wolves don't walk on hind legs. 3 million yen for the costume. And once he put on the costume, he said it was a dream come true. Are you ready to see it?
It better look good. I'm just saying.
It's the wolf costume.
Oh, you're frozen. No, Tori, you're frozen.
I can't see it. According to the article. There's the head.
No, I can't even.
Huh?
Yeah. You're frozen on me. I can't see. I can't see what's happening. Yeah.
That's a shame. I'm not frozen.
I see wolf head. What
do you reckon?
I mean, it looks kind of real.
Yeah. Let me see the full body.
Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? Look
at his little foot. Look at the foot. He's even got a little wolf bulge. Look, just there. Wolf bulge. So here he is. He's a real wolf. He looks like a real wolf. This is going to get his band to us. Standing on his hind legs. And, £18,000. But I don't know. It is a great costume. You can't deny it, really.
It's pretty good.
But
isn't that?
Where's he gonna wear it? And like it's white primarily. Trust me, it's gonna be filthy after he's worn it once. Especially if he has to get down on all fours to bound around like, well, not if it's a big red wine stain on his left hind leg. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's a pretty amazing.
No, I've got no idea what you're saying. Why would he have wine on his leg?
Because he's gonna wear it to a party, surely. Like, what's he going to do? Just walk around in it? What's he got it for? You don't spend $18,000 on a costume and just look at it.
I think you should tell him, like, email him and be like, "Oh, mate, look out for the red wine. It's coming."
I think it's cool too. Miss Kay. I think 36,000 Australian bucks is ridiculous. That's why it's in here. But anyway, he got this modelling company to make it, and he's loved animals since childhood. And he's dreamt of being an animal someday. And he was amazed at his transformed self in the mirror at the final fitting. It was a moment when his dream came true. So, the modelling company helped craft this. And there he is behind a tree doing the whole rawr. I'm a wolfie. Look at him there. He's smart.
Oi, someone can use Supercut this, please, and make a short out of it.
I'm saying if I woke Sunny up. Oh, sorry, I woke my little Moogie up. Gratuitous Sunny shot.
Oh, you can't be saying words like that, Tori. You're going to get us banned.
Oh, sorry, Sunny. It's not a dog, it's me. She always, whenever there's animal noises, she thinks there's an animal in the house. So, yeah, is this guy crazy or is he living out his dream to be a wolf? You tell me. I reckon it'd be pretty hot, don't you, to wear it?
I reckon. Unos, dos, tres. Why not both? Is that what it is?
Now, this is another dude who got a dog costume last year. Yeah. And he's in the costume. He's crawling around, as you can see.
You know what? I love the Japanese people because they're so out there. But sometimes it's like, is this too much?
I would have said that back.
Most definitely, yes.
That dog costume's got a munted eye. I'd be complaining about that. Look at that. I'd be like, come on, what's with the wonky eye? You know? But yeah, there he is.
His back's too straight too.
That's kind of cute, rolling around the floor until you realise there's a human in there. Then that gets a bit weird. So yeah, that's the collie dog one. But I think someone actually mentioned the collie in chat. They saw that last year. But yes, the collie, there we go. BR the star. Yep, the collie guy. But now we have Wolf Boy.
Wolfman.
Wolfman.
He's like Iron Man, but really patchy.
Wolfy. Kind of wolf-like.
Sure.
So yeah. BR the star can vote now. I think she's got a winner in her mind. Oh, true. Yeah, there's always a better way to spend your money than on drugs. You're right, Ms. K. Yeah, imagine being smashed and exactly.
But nothing is fun.
Imagine walking home from the pub one night and this dude in a wolf costume jumps out from behind a tree. You're still eating your chips.
Surely.
I want them. I want all of them.
Surely he can't go to America and do that because he would get shot. You know what I'm saying?
No, the Humanimal, no wolves were injured at all in that costume. It's not genuine wolf pelt at all. No, absolutely not. This guy's a passionate animal lover who just wants to be a wolf. But no, he was definitely specific in his requests, and no, it's all artificial.
Although they did have to kill an entire wolf pack just to get photos of them so that they could see what they would look like. So it's a bit of both, you know.
I wonder if he plays fetch. Well, what about frisbee? You know, he could do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's the story of Wolfman. Happy to live out his dream. If you had to become an animal for the rest of your life and walk around in public in an animal costume, what animal would you be?
Oh, human for sure. Yeah, human, I reckon.
No, non-human. What non-human animal would you choose? Would you be a dolphin?
A non-human animal. I think they're mammals. I don't think that's an animal.
Oh, don't be that technical. I mean, you can choose a mosquito if you want.
Oh, so we can do insects too?
You can be whatever you want. Just what creature?
What about bugs?
Bugs too. Bugs' lives matter.
So it was a costume and I had to wear it. Or you
For the
asked
rest
me
of
if
your
it was
life.
like reincarnation, what would I come back as?
No, it's
Because I feel like they're two separate questions.
Finn, you get sentenced tomorrow, and your punishment is you have to walk around for the rest of your life in some sort of critter costume, but you get to choose what critter you are. What would you be? Humanimal would go for the wolf. Be other side, Bigfoot.
It's a
to
hard
fuck with
choice,
people.
Right?
I think I'd be a koala with that chlamydia, though.
I feel like maybe a water bear. I'll go for a water bear. A tardigrade.
A water bear.
Yeah,
actually,
tardigrade. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I would be after seeing them for the first time in Singapore? Do you know the fennec fox?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Aren't they
cool.
Cute?
Yeah,
one of the
cool
world's
fuck,
smallest fox. They are very cool. I'd be a fennec fox.
I'd be a shark, Asav. I would be a shark. I'd be a pretty good shark.
I'd be a shark
What
if
kind
I
of
could be in the ocean.
A great white?
I'd be a great white for sure. Yep. Take one
I'd
for
be
the
a killer
home
whale.
team.
A killer whale, they're fucking mental. Those
You'd
things
like to
are
be an
beasts.
orca?
Yeah, orcas.
I'm
That's
going
a
to
bit
show
racist. I don't know if we can say that word.
baby. I'm showing a baby fennec fox in case anyone in chat doesn't know the fennec fox. My gosh, they're so cute. So
They're pretty
cute.
dope.
We went to They did this. We went to the Singapore Zoo on the last night we were there, and they did a performance in the auditorium called Creatures of the Night, and and all these different animals came out. But then the whole stage, everything went completely dark, and there was this really loud roaring noise, like big lion or rah, and then the curtain came up, and these fennec foxes are this big came tearing out onto the stage and got up and was like. After this big growling noise, it was very funny. But here we go. This is a little. They psyched you out,
Tours. They psyched you out. You thought it was going to be something way different.
I know. I was grabbing my niece's knee, going, "Oh, what's it going to be?" And then the curtain went up, and one of these little guys came out, and they're tiny. They're like a little mouse.
They got
you. Hey, Joman. Good to see you, Joman.
About time. Wait, what do you call this, mate? What do you call this? Take your time getting in, eh? No rush. Not like we're live or anything, mate.
17 minutes left of the show, Joman. Hopefully they're going to be good because the last 43 have been amazing.
And
isn't it cute they are?
To go live every week. And these people are just like, nah, I'll postpone it. I'll cancel it, I'll come back later.
Fennec Fox. I'm putting it in chat so you can all become Fennec Fox fans. So
it's
cute.
Pretty cool.
Very cute, but also endangered, and also don't make great pets because my niece and I both
you can get them on the black market for like $2,000. So
yeah, but they're very difficult. Do you know they're such good diggers? You've got to put a big cement floor about 14 feet down under the ground, and then cement walls up to ground because they dig, and they'll dig their way out if you just build them an enclosure.
So if anyone's going to build a pool out there, Fennec Foxes, get them digging all night long.
Exactly.
Ideas, Fin Tori.
I've got bandicoots in my garden. They dig holes all the time. Seriously, I know I'm going to hurt myself. I'm going to have a fall because I'm going to trip over in one of the bandicoot holes in my yard. I've already done it a couple of times. My ankle is going to snap one day thanks to the bandicoots.
Can you stop wearing high visors and putting up cones?
In my garden?
I feel like that's Australian. That's an Australian standard. I feel like.
What's your story, Finn? We've got 15 minutes. Make it snappy.
Oh, you're going to love this one, Tours.
Oh,
Speaking of someone going away on holidays and staying as a guest in a hotel, look at what this person has discovered. Hotel guest disgusted and scarred after spotting 41-pound charge. 41-pound charge for opening their mini fridge, Tours.
What?
Not for taking anything out, for opening the fridge.
How is that so, Finn? Tell us more.
A Reddit user posted a snap of the sign at her hotel that stated she may be charged for opening the minibar, even if she didn't use or eat anything inside.
What the?
Wow. Is this what you want, Greta? Is this what you want? This is too far. This is too far.
It's a good thing when she didn't open the minibar fridge that the cold air that gushed out didn't make her have a stroke.
That is very lucky.
See what I did there? See what I did there?
That's a heart attack.
You did a segue and I followed. It was a double segue banger right there.
Double segue. And everyone knows they're the best kinds of segues.
Sure are. So what's
the owner is a tight ass. Fuck off, Sav. Fuck off, Sav.
I agree. What's the other? What other reason is there for it? Why would you do that? Is it because they're letting out the cold air? What is it? Tell me.
I totally misread that. I misread that as like the guest was the title.
No.
I totally misread that.
I mean, I love that they're disgusted and scared, but I think scarred. But why, Finn? You haven't explained.
Scarred.
I mean.
It says scarred, obviously. Do you know how to read English?
Scarred, okay. We're sick of looking at the photo. Is there anything in the article? What? It's gone. That was it? That's all. Hey.
Unfortunately, that is it, Tori. That is it.
No, there's got to be some article to that. What crappy website were you? It didn't explain why.
They go on with their gobbledygook, but it's really, I don't like reading reporter stuff because they're just very annoying. We could also have another sponsor too, if you can guess who this is. But
the people watching the show want to know more.
so they don't get airtime. You know what I'm saying?
You have to explain.
That's it. That's all there is, Tori. No, that's all there is.
Sure.
I'm sure they've written more in the article, but I really that's the rest of it isn't important. I don't care.
Everyone in chat wants to know.
The refreshment center is on a sensor. Use of the refreshment center for personal storage will automatically incur a $50 charge. Please dial blah, blah, blah for your requests. Refrigerator requests. Mental. And, yeah, they go on, blah, blah, blah. You know. Yeah, it just, no, it's not even worth it. Is there any good things here? I would pay them double and then throw it out.
What side are you on? I just thought, far out, Finn. Look at what you're at.
I don't know if that's appropriate. I can fly economy because my 34 kk boobs don't fit. Being busty is hard. Oh, should we click on that one?
No, we shall not. If you're okay, so great.
See what I did there? It was a segue.
You unplug it. You don't plug it. That was ridiculous, especially because there was no context whatsoever.
It doesn't need context. It's a minibar fridge that costs $50 to fucking open the door on. That's I don't get it because
I've stayed in so many hotel rooms that have those sensor fridges, and the whole point is if you take something out and consume it, the weight changes so they know that you've had something. It stops people then filling a gin bottle up with water and putting it back in the fridge.
Yeah.
But to put your own stuff in a little mini bar, that's all very bizarre. Now, brace yourself, Finn.
Is this the last one?
Because I've got a story which then led me down a little researching rabbit warren with a little video at the end. But yeah, this one might hurt. Just giving you the
hurt.
Yeah, it might hurt. You know,
my brain or my body.
We know what kind of algorithm I seem to be attracting these days because of this show.
We definitely do. It's because of this show. Because of this show.
You just had giant tartars. You just had giant boobs on your fridge.
I love looking at giant boobs, Tors. I'm a man. That's what I look at.
Speaking of men, a 12-year-old Chinese boy who shoved a thermometer down his penis.
You're on something else, Tori. You got to stop looking at this stuff.
They find me. I don't even.
Far. Oh my god!
I know, and even weirder. It was his way of pleasure. It's actually part of his masturbation styling. At age 12, he's already on to sticking things in his doodle to increase. It's a procedure called sounding that apparently increases your joy. And so because he'd stuck it so far up, that's why he had to have surgery. He was in agonizing pain for 9 hours before seeking help. It was a bizarre sexual experiment with a thermometer that went horribly wrong. The unnamed child stuck it in his doodle while masturbating, and then 9 hours later it was stuck and causing him pain. They did a little x-ray.
You know it.
The 12-year-old boy's masturbating misadventure. There's the x-ray.
Nice.
Of it up his urethra. Why do men do exactly, Savannah? Why? And
you've got to do it at least once, guys. All right, stop judging.
There it is too. There it is. This is the thermometer in question. All right,
that's tiny. You got to fit 2 of those up there.
It went into his bladder, man. In fact, that's how they got it out of his bladder. So yeah, he admitted to the doctors that it was in his pee-pee because he was sounding, which carries multiple risks. No kidding. I think sticking anything in your dick is going to carry a multiple risk, such as the object getting stuck or lost, or damaging or scarring internal tissues, perforating the bladder, just to name a few. So, yeah, but what the weird thing is, it gets weirder, Finn, is that I wanted to see if someone had covered this story in a video, because I had 2 articles and a video. Now my computer's frozen. Oh, I'm back. So I wanted to see if there was a video rather than doing an article and not giving any content like you do. But instead, when I was looking, I came up with this discovery, and I think I have to show this as well. Because
look at Sav go. Sav's the bloody genius. Have a look at this. Next time, tie a string around it to pull it out. Ideas woman, Sav. Good on you. Thinking.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail here, Manimal, but they're
put it in the thing. And then
she goes, you know, ding, 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 increased pleasure. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so I typed into the Google, I typed into the search engine, 12-year-old Chinese boy thermometer penis, and this is what came up.
Oh my God, Dora, you can't be doing that. Are you sure you want to kill the channel right now? What do you know? What are you sharing?
I'm showing you the Chinese pee-pee boy thermometer. This is what came up. Check this out. This is actually cool. I kind of want one. I don't know how it works with a thermometer. I don't know how it works as the thermometer, but check this out. All right, you ready?
Hold on, before you press
this
play.
Is a pee-pee boy.
Is this gonna get? Oh my God! Is this gonna get our channel banned?
No, this is seriously cool. I want one. I'm showing you. I don't know how it works as a thermometer, but I don't care because if you pour hot water on this thing, look at what happens. It's brilliant.
This is a pee-pee boy. And it's a popular knick-knack from China. It's made of zisha, or purple clay, and it's called pee-pee boy because when you pour hot water over its head, it starts to pee.
That's pretty funny.
Tell me that isn't cool. I mean, like I said, I don't know how it's thermometers, but who cares? Look at the range on it. That'd make great presents for your parents for Christmas. When you know, the people who've got everything and you don't know what to buy for them, get them this.
And if anyone is wondering why Tori gets arrested tomorrow for her Google searches, we now know why. Because she's typing in shit in the Google that you're not meant to fucking type on Google. I
typed the exact same header as that story. Whatever that story headline was is what I typed. So it's a legitimate, I mean, that's my defense, Your Honor. It was an actual news article.
I feel like everyone should have one of those in their shower. That is a great idea. That would be...
It's awesome, isn't it? Should we find out how a thermometer is? Hang on, here we go.
This goes for 5 minutes, Tori. I'm not watching.
The pee-pee boy is what's called a teapot.
Well, I know. No, that's getting rude. Okay, we're stopping. No, that's bad. We're gone. That's all.
You can't be pissing on a koi fish. That's just rude.
Well, no, but also someone's peeing in his mouth. I mean, come on. That was bad. Okay.
I don't know.
That was my interpretation of what was going on there. So yeah, thermometer.
I think you've got mental issues.
Excuse me.
There we go. Okay.
So now it's over to you, the audience, to choose the winner of the Golden Batsh Medal. When you see vote now in chat.
And like they say in Highlander, there can be only one.
There can be only one. All right, a quick recap of our stories to kick off.
Remember that movie?
Of the year. I love Highlander. And Christopher Lambert.
White Horse,
and the entire soundtrack performed by Queen. It's a brilliant movie. Who wants to live forever? Okay, so we kicked off 2023 with Finn's obsession with enhanced women, and we had 3 big butts and boobs. It was a big butt boob palooza. There's no denying, from Florida, USA. The controversial Martin Luther King Jr. statue that looks from one angle like a big bent ding dong. We had the cold snaps are causing strokes and heart attacks and explaining all these sudden deaths. We had the death, sadly, of the world's oldest person, a 118-year-old nun, who only missed out on her 119th birthday by a couple of weeks. Greta, give it a rest, Greta. You're looking like an absolute idiot. And like someone in chat said, she needs to find sex, and then she'll just leave everyone alone. Number 6, we had Wolfman, 36,000 Australian bucks on a wolf costume, and we all agreed it was pretty cool, but the cost is what put it into this show. The expensive bar fridge Look but don't touch.
No, it's the wolf costume that put it into the show and the price tag. Both of these reasons.
The expensive buffage, look but don't touch, and we wrapped it up with Thermometer Boy. He learnt the hard way. Sticking a thermometer in your pee-pee isn't great. We can all get a pee-pee boy for $13.99 on Amazon. Thank you, BR the Star.
That's a bargain. That's a bargain.
So now, even cheaper on Prime and delivered in 2 days. Oh, no, the same price. Here we go. Vote now, Groovers. You're getting one BR the Star. I think I might too. I like the first one. I wasn't a fan of Koi Fish Boy.
No.
All right.
Do you think that I have a potentially blocked nose, Tori?
I don't know.
Did that look even to you? I don't know. It didn't look even before when I was blown out, so just thinking, you know?
Do it again and I'll actually pay attention. Yeah, definitely the left.
The left one is a little bit more blocked, I reckon.
Okay,
what are you going for, Joyce? What are you voting on?
Well, I'm actually adding up votes at the moment. I'll let you know in a sec. I haven't actually thought yet. Aussie Trisha, the cold causing strokes. Number 3 was also the cold, Humanimal. You can vote, Joman. You can just vote for the ones you saw. We need votes. Feel free to vote. Thermometer Boy gets a vote from Cement Shoes. Yes, rightly so. That was ridiculous what he did. Savannah voting for Wolfman, but only if he's house trained. Humanimal Mystic. Well, Humanimal, it's good for you to be chatting about how you're going to decide on your vote, but we're just going to wait for you to vote. She's analysing the stories. And Jamin, you can either vote for one that you saw at the end or just vote for one that happened before you joined us that you think sounds ridiculous. And vote for Greta.
This isn't that serious. You can vote for whatever you want.
Correct. Yeah, the Greta thing is really bad, but it was also depressing. And
that's what makes it batshit.
That's a reality.
And the price.
And the way she's perceived around the world with all of this stuff going on. Greta is batshit bad. Wolf is batshit good. I agree, Miss K. But who are you voting for? All right, we're getting 3. So, we're getting a vote for the cold from Humanimal. Joman is giving Thermometer Kid a vote. Basketball Tits. Is that your vote, BR the Star?
Yeah, good on ya. Good on ya.
Boob's getting the vote. Yeah, the more votes, the better the show. I agree, Cement Shoes. Greta is a joke.
Yeah.
Miss K is voting for Greta. We've got a tie. We have got a tie at the moment. And
we should just give it to Greta then.
Voted. Well, no, are we going to a poll, man?
Because what did you vote for? I don't remember.
Well, I haven't voted because we've got a tie.
Wow.
Start a poll.
You could be the deciding factor, Tours. What do you reckon?
Greta the scam.
No, nothing? All right.
I'm going to a poll. I'm being diplomatic.
But you haven't voted. You haven't voted.
No, I haven't. I don't want to be the deciding vote. I'm not having a.
That's why you vote first. That's why I always ask you.
I hadn't thought of who I wanted. Finn, calm down. I produced the whole show. You just sit there eating chips and vaping and asking me if you've got unbalanced.
Did you get sponsors for the show? Did you get any sponsors for the show? No, I did. I'm out there slaving, calling every company there is, trying to get sponsors, and I got one. All right. I'm 55 cents a show we make now for these guys.
The poll is launched, guys, and you feel free to vote. Groovy. I like the funny too, BR. I do like the funny too, but sometimes the truth is also incredibly is like the serious stories, and it's just the way she's been pitched to the public and the reality of it, and how blatantly corrupt it is. It's the concern there. So anyway, guys,
to manipulate us? No, never.
Drop your votes now. The poll at the moment: Thermometer Kid and Greta the Fake are a tie. And the cold weather causing strokes. We've got 7 votes in there. Still a tie. Serenity B, we've gone to a poll now, so you need to, the basketball boobs didn't get 2 votes. The ones that are in the poll are the ones that were a tie. Thermometer Kid has hit the lead with 50%.
50%. Ooh, that's crazy.
So, and it looks like
everyone's
voted.
Everyone's voted Greta, though, so I don't know how that happened.
Not 38% in the poll.
Excuse me.
So everyone has voted. I can't actually vote on the poll. The poll is ending in 3, 2, 1. 10 votes. Wow. 60% to Thermometer Kid. Congratulations. Thermo Kid has won the first episode of Batshit for 2023. And rightly so. And I think it's only appropriate that we
What a way to start the year off. That's glorious.
Correct. What a way to start the year off indeed. I think it's only appropriate that we share a little bit more of the Chinese P-Boy thermometer in honor of our first winner for 2023. Here we go. I want to go back to the cute ones. Here we go.
This is a PP boy.
Look, he's rude. His pants are pulled down and they're tucked underneath his little testicles.
Yeah, that's how you go to the toilet, Tori.
Well, it's a bit rude, man. I don't want to see all of it.
Serenity, these are not Lays. These are Smiths.
And it's a popular knick-knack from China.
On, guys.
It's made of zisha, or purple clay, and it's called PP boy because when you pour hot water over its head, it starts to pee.
Now, that wasn't the actual winner of it, but because I did a story about the kid with the thermometer up his doodle, and then I wanted to see if there was a video covering it, I discovered the Chinese PP boy.
Yeah.
You might rethink buying it for the kids. But that's good. They need to know what anatomy looks like. No, German, it's just to end the show. It's just to end the show. I'm showing that for a laugh. I'm not showing the x-rays of the kid with the thermometer up his dick at the end. That was just an attempt at light humor at the end. Good heavens.
It has some distance, that's great.
We're getting critiqued on a comedy-based show, Finn. A comedy-based show, and we're being critiqued by our loyal subscribers. It's going to be a long year. I agree, Savannah.
No,
it has great distance on that square.
That had a tiny distance on it, all right? I had nothing. Oi, do you want to share my screen for a sec? And we can just all appreciate what that photo is.
Show's over, man.
Exactly, so share it, because it's the end.
Highlander, yes. Sean Connery, yes. Highlander for sure. Great movie. It hasn't aged either. Look at him, isn't he gorgeous?
I don't know if I would say that exactly, but
there can be only one. It's an absolute doozy of a show. Don't be confused, Joman. It's a show. It's comedy. It's meant to be a laugh. We did cover the story about the kid who stuck the thermometer up his doodle, but in my search for a video of that actual story, I stumbled across the other thing that I just showed for a little laugh at the end. There's nothing to be confused about. It's just.
Do you remember how Tori was making fun of me for not reading the article? That's essentially what she's just done right after that, and she's gone down a rabbit hole. It has nothing to do with her story. And
Jamin, it's not a Nobel Peace Prize. It's a fictitious medal. You don't. If you voted for the wrong thing, it doesn't matter.
Oh, Blue's here. Blue, you my boy, Blue. You my boy, Blue.
You're late. Yeah. The show's over, Blue. Where the hell have you been?
We are out. You've missed it. Oh, it's the show over, Tools. I can't believe it. Well, you know it'd be real good.
Was it worth the wait?
If I was to have some sour cream and onion Smith's chips, that would be oh so good. You know what I'm saying? I think Jamin needs a rewind button so that they can figure out what to vote for.
It doesn't, Jamin. It's not the end of the world as we know it. It's a show. It's meant to be fun and lighthearted. We're out of here. See you next week, group.
It's the end of the world. This is the end. We're watching it with popcorn, all right? Didn't we just play this? Why are we playing this again? Why are we playing this twice, Tori? Can you stop this, or is it start going? Oh my God, we need a real producer, Tori. This is getting out of hand.
See you next week, everyone. Take care out there.
Batches. What time next week?
You tell me, mate.
Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Northern Territory time. So figure that out for the rest of the world.
9:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, AM. See you all then, Groovers.
Bye for now. And keep thinking.